The Exxon spill could be up to 40% larger than Exxon is estimating. I'm not surprised. Is the spill ever smaller than the oil company estimates? Does that ever happen, Lewis?
No.
I've never heard that happening. Now, since ExxonMobil's Pegasus pipeline ruptured and leaked Canadian oil, even though for the purposes of having to pay into a fund for oil cleanup, it's not actually oil, Lewis. For that purpose, it's legally not oil, but it's an oil pipeline.
Right.
Since it spilled across Arkansas, the company has maintained that, quote, only a few thousand barrels spilled at the site. So a few thousand to me means like, I don't know, 3,000 to 4,000. Is that fair to say a few?
Sure.
A couple would be around 2. A few would be some, 3 to
4,000. Yeah.
So they say that we've had no reason to change the estimate at this stage. However, earlier this week, the Pipeline and Hazardous Materials Safety Administration, which is part of the Department of Transportation, said, it's really looking like it's more 3,500 to 5,000 barrels. Now, immediately after that, Exxon was asked about it, and Exxon said 3,500 to 5,000 is not our number. We don't know where that number came from. Now, Exxon has gone ahead and they've updated their number and said, it may have been the 5,000 that we heard. But it doesn't stop there. Now, the Environmental Protection Agency is saying that the spill appears to be even bigger than that. Now we're up to 4,000 to 7,000 barrels, up to 40% more from the highest number we've now gotten Exxon to admit to. That's where we are now, Lewis. You surprised?
No, the same thing happened in the Gulf, right?
Yeah.
The early estimates were incredibly low, and they just got exponentially higher as the weeks went on.
Now, I understand that the number goes up because you encounter more areas of spill. So I understand the logistics. It's not necessarily indicative of deception, but the constant resistance from oil companies, even to remotely appear like there might be something going on, and they certainly don't appear to have any interest in being honest, Natan, that's really the concern here.
Yeah, I wouldn't put too much stock in what they say about these ridiculous spills. So I think it's pretty clear what's going on here. I don't know if you have any other opinion as to what we can do about it, but the people are screwed.
No, I mean, the reality is when you have this broader paradigm in place, Lewis, you're going to have companies like Exxon lying about the size of spills, and you're going to continue having spills. We need to be off of oil. We need to be changing the paradigm completely. We need to not be subsidizing these oil companies. There's a list of like 10 things that need to happen. And there's just no way to enforce the company's honesty. You just can't, and it's not going to happen.
No, all you can try to do is force government to make them clean this up and compensate everyone affected by it. And you know what? They might not have to because of the laws the government put in place.
Very convenient laws that the government put in place, handheld, of course, by lobbyists.
Right.
No question about it.